positive.
Passion for the faith.
Really wanting to just go out and work with the kids.
The inspiration for being a catechist for me was a love of teaching. That's what I'm hoping to do. That's what I'm getting my degree in. And really being a facilitator for Catholicism.
I've had a lot of good experiences throughout my religious ed, and I wanted to pass them on. So when Mrs. Kitching asked me in high school to be a catechist, I was very eager as I was preparing to start college as a teaching major.
I always really liked working with kids, and I always kind of like working with others. So it was just a great way to kind of give back to my church community and kind of fulfill those other things I like to do as well.
I've always felt very strong about my faith, and I enjoy sharing it with the children. I first started teaching religious education when I was in high school. Actually, I was a senior in high school back in Vancouver. They needed more religious ed teachers. They were asking, would somebody like to do this? I thought, oh, okay. So it was more just kind of having the need and asking. And once I started doing it, it's just so enriching and rewarding. So just enjoy sharing my faith with the students.
I love being around the children, and I love watching them learn. I also love learning alongside with them.
Catechism kind of gives you an opportunity to, kind of reach out to the community and kind of help foster that next generation of Catholics. You kind of usher them into the church community.
You get so much more out of it than what you put in. So what I really like is interacting with the students, with the children, and just seeing their faith grow, the questions that they ask and the comments that they make, and the enriching experience that you get from working with the kids and seeing their faith grow.
I actually end up learning so much more about my faith through teaching it. There's things that you thought you had a well-rounded knowledge base on, but the more you interact with the students, the more you really grow in them. So I think that's really fulfilling.
A lot of your roles being a catechist is obviously you want to present the material to the students, but you really kind of want to meet them at their level so that they're able to kind of understand and they're actually able to get more out of the information and what you're trying to say than if you were just kind of sitting there lecturing and reading straight from the book.
I think that we represent Jesus. God sent Jesus to teach and preach and gather disciples, and I think our role is to really represent Jesus to these kids and come to them and teach them about God's love and forgiveness and sacraments and His grace and how He's there in our lives, always being encouraging and loving. Show an example of His love and forgiveness and teach them about God's love.
Definitely a facilitator. It's just helping the students reach their own personal relationship with God.
Catechist is there to help the students grow in their faith, learn about their faith, and strengthen their faith. There to share the love of Christ.